Welcome to the Xterity Video Tutorial Series, Episode 7. Today we're going to talk about the cloud applications that you have seen in other videos, such as Video 2, where we set up a server, built a server, we had the application section. We're going to go over the applications and what they are and how to use them. So first thing is applications are ISO images that we would assign to a server, then we will activate them. Now, these would include things like Microsoft SQL Server, Apache, uh, terminal services, Microsoft Office. Some of these are available through the application framework. Um, these will assign an ISO image CD to your server, which you can use to install the application. Some applications, such as SQL Server, include with them licensing. This is actually built into the application, so once you request it and set it up, you would then uh, request a certain number of licensing, and when you do the install, that would be automatically activated and handled as part of your customer's overall bill within the Xterity Cloud Console. Um, Other applications like terminal services, you can request a number of seats and you will be provided with the mechanism to assign those licenses to your server, as well as any other ancillary software you need through the application portal. Um, so today we're going to go over that and talk about how to use it. So the first thing you want to do is find your customer, expand it here in Cloud Console, and locate the environment. We're going to right click on the environment, go to configure, and in our case, edit in designer. You could choose the wizard if you want, but we'll use the designer to make it a little more visible. So what we want to do then is pick the server that we want to modify, and we'll double click on the server. This will bring up the server detail pane, which we can then go to applications. Under applications, we can pick the application we wish to assign to the server. And as you can see, there's a number of applications available. This list will be automatically populated with applications that are applicable to the operating system for your server. So for example, if this was a Linux server, such as this one here, Video 3, then when I go to applications, I'm going to see a much shorter list. We don't have Microsoft SQL Server, Office, etc., because those don't apply to Linux. So we can pick the applications that are applicable. We don't have to know which ones apply. So we'll pick an application. In this case, we can have SQL Express, and we will get the image here. So the license is available, partner price is 0. So some applications, for example, if I used SQL 2017, I'll have a separate licensing here because this actually is cost money for us, to license out for you. So this will be included as part of your bill. Express is an open, available SQL Server, so there's no cost to that. So once you've assigned the applications you want, then you can click Finish here for your server and click Update Server. So once you've done all the work you need to in the designer here or the wizard, click Save and Build. You'll make sure you note any changes here. If there's any warnings, make sure you pay attention, and then click OK. Now this should actually be pretty fast. We're just assigning the application to the server. We don't have to really do anything to the server aside from making it available in the back end. So that should pretty much take care of it, and it should be done pretty shortly. So once it's available, then we will go to the server, go to software, and you'll see that it's available here. In order to make it available, I'm going to actually available, right? So this, I could have a bunch of applications. I can only have one assigned to the server at a time. So I'm going to manage the ISO. I want to have the ISO selected here, so I could pick that and hit OK. So this will actually go off and insert the image into the CD on your server. So now the application's ready to go, and we can go into the console here. And what I would see is, just like any other console, any other system, I have it show up here. If I go into Windows Explorer, once that comes up, then I will see it show up under the PC area. and I go in and I have the install here. So I can run that. That will do the install the application, ready to go. And my server's up and running, and I have my application or applications installed, and I'm all set. So when you're done using the application, you have a couple of options. First of all, you're going to want to manage the ISO. Click None and hit OK. This will eject the ISO application image out from the server, so it's not sitting there all the time. What you can't do is you can't take the application away from here, because that's where the licensing comes from. So if you take the application away, for example, for a SQL Server a standard, then you wouldn't be licensed for that anymore. So that could put you in violation of the licensing policy. So you need to leave the application here so that it stays there for licensing purposes, for applications that require it, and for itemization so that people know what's going on. Other than that, that's pretty straightforward. It's applications in a nutshell. Hope you found the video useful. That's it for today. Thank you and goodbye.